So welcome back to the Sawmill, friends. It looks like we're going to be busy here for the next few days, probably the next few weeks, maybe even the next month or two. We got a lot of logs in yesterday. Show you guys what we got. So this is the first load that came in yesterday. This is cherry, and there's some really good ones in here, guys, especially that one right there. It's about 32 inches on the diameter, and it's 9 feet long. That's one of the largest cherries that I have seen around here. That right there will make some really nice boards out of that. Man, it's a big cherry. Did I mention how big it is? That's a nice one right there. And something kind of interesting here on the end grain. We got 3 hearts right there, and right there. And unfortunately, we do have some wind shake going on right there. With these big cherries, it's hard to get any of them without any wind shake. They get so big, and cherry is kind of a weak wood, that you will get wind shake right here, especially on cherry. But other than that, there's still a lot of good lumber in this log. Got a nice section right there above the shake and below it. So not too bad, a little bit of shake right there, but it is what it is. And other than that, these other cherry logs look pretty good. It's a nice big one right there on the bottom. That one does have a little hole right there in the middle, but it does not go up very far. And a really nice saw log right here on the end. Now this first load, if I remember right in my notes last night, I think this is right at 1,020 board feet on this first load. Now this is some customer logs. They do not belong to me, although if he's watching, I'll buy them from you, buddy. I told you that on the phone the other day. I'd like to have these. And I need to talk to him probably so we can get on the same page on how we want to saw these up. But that right there is load number 1. Now right here's the second load that came in last night. Same customer, still cherry, some really nice saw logs. These right here are ideal in my opinion as far as cherry goes. This is an 8-footer, limited defects there on the outside, and about 20 inches on the diameter. Really nice log right there. Not a bad load. Got several in this one. Got 2 more over here on the side that rolled over. And let me look at my notes here again. So this load is 656 board feet. This right here are the 2 loads that came in this morning. This came from the same site, from the same customer, but this is Tulip Poplar, and I am actually buying these logs from him. He's not paying me to saw these up. These will be mine. I just got to measure them out and write him a check. But these are some real nice poplar, nice and straight. I gotta tell him about this one because there was a walnut mixed up with it. He probably didn't realize that was in there. I didn't see any walnut up there, so that's probably the only walnut log he had on that stand of timber. But these poplar have been down for a few weeks. That's why the bark is off of them. But as you can see on the end grain, they're still nice and solid. I would consider these to be green based on what I'm seeing on the end grain. They're not weathered. And these have not been measured yet, so I'm not sure on the board footage how much we got. Some nice straight ones right there. And then right here's the second load that just came in. More of the same, some pretty good poplar. That one right there's got a bad crook on it. That right there might be firewood. I have to wait and see. There's another cherry that got mixed in with this load right there. Kind of a smaller one though. But not too bad, guys. The poplar looks pretty good. And I've been kind of low on poplar, and I'm nice to see these come in. A really nice one right there on the end. That's a nice big one right there. Love sawing up poplar. It saws up so good on the mill. All right, guys, so as you can see, we've got a lot of logs on the ground, and I need to organize these and put them in different stacks, and also take a bunch of them up to the sawmill. And right now there's nothing in front of the mill, so I need to decide what we're going to saw first. But I think I'll get the track loader and put the grapple on it and sort them out down here with the grapple, or with the track loader rather. And then we'll use the 754 to take them up to the mill. Time to put some diesel in the 754. Just about empty. So after we put some diesel in the big guy here, we go get the track loader and put the grapple on it, start sorting those logs out. And I think the track loader is low on diesel also. My tank's getting low right here. I need to get that new system set up, the new tank that we bought about 2 weeks ago. I need to get this one right here refilled. Getting low on diesel around here. While I'm filling this up, for you guys out there that are on Instagram and Facebook, make sure you're following me on both those platforms, because I put up pictures and stories and little reels and stuff between YouTube videos. And some of the stuff that I do on Instagram and Facebook never even makes it to YouTube because it's pictures and stuff like that. But it kind of gives you a glimpse of what's going on here every day, especially when I'm not uploading a video every day. So if you are on those platforms, go check me out. There's links down below to Instagram and Facebook both. All right, that's probably about half a tank. That's good enough for now. That'll get us through the day. Now we'll go grab the track loader and put the grapple on it. All right, see how much diesel we got. And if I haven't mentioned this yet, I sure do like this track loader, and I really like this big cab right here. Man, it's nice. Okay, we got a quarter of a tank. That's pretty good because I need to put the grapple on. We'll sort a few logs, but then I got to stop what I'm doing because I got to run across town and pick up a bunch of pizzas because Bruno was having his end of the year school party today at his elementary school. And my wife is already over there getting the games ready and stuff. So I gotta go get the pizzas, bring those to the school, hang out at the party for about an hour or so. Then I'll be back here and we'll get our work day restarted at that point. A lot going on today. All right guys, let's hook up these hydraulic lines. And something I really like about this track loader, I should make a list. That'd be a really long list of things I like about this track loader, is this little pressure relief valve right here. So on the tractor, sometimes I do have trouble hooking up a grapple to the third function because of the pressure that's on the tractor side. And sometimes it's hard to get that pressure off to put your lines in. This track loader right here has a pre-installed valve that Cotto puts on these. You can pull it and go up and down, and that takes all the pressure off of these lines going to the skid loader. All right guys, the grapple's hooked up, we're ready to work, but I just got a phone call and the school party has got moved up by half an hour. So it looks like we're going after the pizzas now. But I'll be right back in just a minute. You guys don't go anywhere. All right, guys, we're back from the school party. Let's get to work. right, friends, finally, I'm up here at the sawmill. Had a lot of stuff go on this afternoon. I've been moving these logs around. I had some workers show up to look at the roof on my house. I'm having a metal roof put on. Maybe next week if the metal comes in, or it could be the week after, I'm not sure. And boy, am I looking forward to paying for that, my goodness. That's gonna be expensive, but gotta do it because the shingles on our house were installed incorrectly by the previous owner. Let's say that a different way. The shingles on our house were installed incorrectly by a contractor hired by the previous owner of our house. And now we're paying for it because every time the wind blows, we lose shingles. And it's been that way since we've lived here. And I'm tired of replacing shingles, so we're putting metal on. And hopefully we'll be done for the next 30 or 40 years after we do that. Hopefully, but who knows. So, it's already 7 o'clock because I've been fooling with those guys for the past 2 hours. But I thought I would try to put a poplar on here and at least get something sawed up for the day. And I've been wanting to saw up some poplar ever since I heard about these logs coming over here because I've not sawed any poplar in a long time. This is tulip poplar. It's the same thing. Some people call it yellow poplar. Some people actually in northeast Tennessee will call this cucumber tree and refer to it as yellow poplar. There's a lot of different terms out there for it. And that's going to get some of the people upset in the comment sections below when I start using these off names for trees. But in northeast Tennessee, here in the Appalachian Mountains, there's all kinds of different slang terms for trees around here. And that's just the way it is. And everybody knows what you're talking about when you say cucumber tree or popple. That's another real popular word for this is popple. I hear people refer to this all the time as popple. But this is an 8-footer and it's a very, very low grade log, guys. There's a lot of small knots on it. There's a hump in the middle, so it's bowed out. So I got the belly sticking up. We'll cut that, then we'll flip it 180 and cut the horns. So we're going to do 1x3s on this log because I need runners to attach siding to on the chicken house. So that's what we're going to do with this low grade log right here. Several of those poplars that came in today are really nice, so we'll be sawing those up for 4/4 boards and kiln dry them. But something like this, where it's got all these issues, there's a cat face right there. The best thing for this log is low grade lumber for a project like we're going to be using it for. On the sawmill, we got a Maine Silvertip Turbo 7. If you want to try out those blades, friends, give Joe a phone call. His cell phone number is in the video description. I have to say that in every video because I got an email this morning from a guy in Ohio, and I'm not calling you out, but he pretty much said, hey, I like your videos. Where do you get those silver tips at? And I guess they don't pay attention. I don't know. But I sent him Joe's cell phone number. So that's why I say it in every video, because I think Joe has a great saw blade down there in Georgia. And I like to promote people that make good stuff, and it helps a lot of sawmills out there. I've not talked to one person yet who's used a Silvertip Turbo 7 they get from Joe Maine that don't like it. And there may be somebody out there that don't like it and then went back to something else, but I've not heard from those people. So it's a really good blade. All right, friends, here's the yield from that log. We got 25 1x3s, which equals out to 50 board feet. That's pretty good on a low grade log with a big hump right in the middle. It's about 9 o'clock and I thought I was done for the night, but I forgot to put somebody up for bed. Mr. Kanto right there cannot be left out. If I leave that machine out, the cats will sleep in the seat and they'll sharpen their claws on it, and it will really upset me. I'm done for the day, and this is what it looks like when I head to the house after I've been sawmilling and making YouTube videos. I got cameras in my hand and a backpack full of cameras and batteries right there. It's just part of it. It looks like I'm going to school, I guess, carrying a backpack around. But I think I'm done for the day. I'm gonna go in the house and have a late dinner and then go upstairs and probably spend the next 3 to 4 hours editing this video. So thanks for watching, friends. I really appreciate it. And make sure you hit that like button down below. It ain't gonna cost you nothing. It helps these videos out. And if you've not subscribed to my channel by now, I don't know what in the world you're waiting on. Let's go ahead and do that today. Hit that subscribe button. So anyways, I think that's about all I got, guys. See you back here tomorrow. We got nice weather for the rest of the week here at the sawmill.